will be right back, stream. Give me 2 seconds. we're back. Alright, cool. What are we doing? I don't remember. Give the stuff to this woman. Nurse. Alright, 3 milligrams of the bug ichor. We've already done that. Toxic thistle. Snap off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She is careful not to prick herself on the sharp ends. Alright, lazy grass. The nurse takes the dried grass from it you have been so careful to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. Cool, great, alright. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small, hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, sticky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself. One can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures towards you. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle. Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology. Give it here, I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh, yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick. The leech is very busy. Alright, cool. Can't open that yet. Okay. Can't do anything with that at all. Okay. Can I read these headstones? Nope. Alright. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh. Okay. You. Leech. The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard. From under her wide-brimmed hat, she appears to notice you enter, but pays you no mind. You must be the leech. I was help me find one of your patients. Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of the bones, oozing eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver? Let's get you examined. The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart, a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I am here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you? I told you already. I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone. A man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come to me have a twisted this or a broken that. Before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? Oh, I'm not sure. Well then, how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you are looking for. You look about the sick house at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. There's a fellow with dark hair and dark eyes. It's the beardy guy you're looking for. Short. Man with a beard and dark hair. Oh, okay. Okay, so dark hair, dark eyes, a beard, and he's short. Well, do you have any better idea who exactly you're looking for? Shorter than most. I'm going to need a bit more than that. Dark in features. Narrowing it down, giving me something else. Okay, and... or a full beard. Ah yes, I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly. I'm sorry to say, in the end, there wasn't much I could do for him, except make him comfortable. He's dead? What sort of sick house is this, anyway? My condolences, really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living. At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all. I'm sorry, that information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you were related to the deceased in the slightest. The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. Well, shit. I wonder if I can make some salt. I can. Thank you for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. Hmm. Do you have news of my husband? He should have been back from the sick house by now. You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news. Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Just didn't think it would be from some measly plague, of all things. So, where is the fool now? I'm not sure. The leech wouldn't tell me. But her assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp. Ah, brimstone and bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister. But can I ask you for another favour? I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it now? There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years. And I expect it's still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to worm farts. What am I to do with this circle? You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisks should explain the rest. Ah, I know where I'm going. Collect those, yep, the frogs first, because I'm always running out of fucking frog slime. Okay. Circle of power. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from the ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. 4 black stone obelisks surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surface. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. What are we crafting? This? Oh, I can do that. And this? Maybe? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, what? What did I just do? I didn't. That's not how that happened. What? How? Huh? Okay. The Northern Obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the leech would fit the bill. Ah, okay. The shadowy doctor prowls amongst the cots, eyeing the weakest patients with a dark hunger. She snaps a quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer. Who knows what sort of disgusting or maladies you might be carrying. Yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch, I know. But I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she asked me to collect it in her favor. Wow. My brain is not braining today. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation. She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medicinal closet. Now where has that serum got to? Don't tell me we're already out. What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have the time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence. What are you getting at? Medicine for the death certificate. I think that's a fair trade, don't you? You would barter when people's lives are online? Fine. You'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate. Clearly too angry to speak with you, she shoves a list of required medicinal supplies into your hands. Cool. I think I already have everything that I need. The leech stuffs the poultice into an unsanitary-looking cabinet without a second glance. The leech takes the wings with a surprisingly delicate touch and lays them out carefully along the surface of a clear shelf. The leech inspects the barbs before placing each one of them carefully into a velvet-lined container alongside other excruciating-looking instruments. I've run your errands. Now I really must insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly. I have your papers right here. The leech extends her moist arm, and thrusts a poorly written note into your hands. You shake the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you suppose it's better than nothing. Next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. Take it. Alright. That's not, I didn't mean to. Okay, don't hold the button after you fucking travel somewhere. Don't continue holding the button. Got it. Adorned obelisk. The northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the leech would fit the bill. Death certificate. The humid swamp air has made the paper of the death certificate soft and damp. As you drop it into the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. Okay. Oh my god, do they each require something else? Ah. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years. But who knows what's out in the swamp. Oh, I have that, so that's cool. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy clunk. It spins like a top, emitting a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. The southern obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. Okay, I have that. Cool. You fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic liquids. The fluid slowly disappears as if drained by some unseen thirst, until only the wet residue remains. The western obelisk requires a source of undead animation. You place the token of undeath into the basin. It flutters like a candle for a moment before the shadowy umbra of the obelisk snuffs it out. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle begin to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through their discordant tones. The carvings on the ground burn with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel a what? A vacuous force pull at the circle's center. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters on the edge of the circle. Place the vessel of the deceased, yada yada. Recite the evocation, oh my god. Evocation of necrodermis, big words, blah blah, apply the canonic ointment. Right, seems straightforward enough, does it? All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. He should be here in the swamp somewhere. Alright. Leave me alone. Alright. This must be where that nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. I'll need to take a closer look at each one to find the right fellow. Where on earth is that stinking body? You'd think I'd be able to find him among the dead here. You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Its disgusting proboscis probes at the withered flesh. Two globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves and swivel to boggle at the insect. A huge slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into a gaping, toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpse. Well, I suppose that explains where the misplaced man went. Ah, so what now? Oh, hey, buddy. Ha. Can it be? Has a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace? You call this filthy bog a palace? He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with burbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk. Wouldn't you? This place is veritable bounty of insects, and my subjects have such healthy appetites, so they will all grow big and strong. I'd eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. I preferred my food to be nice and tender. Look, you wouldn't perchance have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About yay high, full beard, deadish. The frog taps his fingers against the log, grinning an impossibly large grin. Oh yes, I do believe I've seen the chap. He had such a delectable aroma, and fall off the bone ribs. But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of day again. We'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just desserts for you. Okay. The frog rolls his eyes around and around, as if daring you to try something. Oh, okay. I need to make that. Which I can't do because I don't have this. What's this? It's goblin snot. Ugh. Okay. You wrap a juicy-looking grub around the medicinal tablets and offer it up to the Frog King. Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps this small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue. The frog gulps down the tantalizing meal without a thought. Ah, a delectable gift, thank you, my pretty. Now, I already told you where. His nostrils flare for a moment. Then he sneezes, sending specks of wet mucus flying. The frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly that the entire swamp ceases its buzzing. Oh, Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is failing me. Don't do that now. Why are you doing that now? There is no need for you to do that right now. Please stop. Are we good? Maybe? Yep. Okay. You avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knocks you off your feet. Great Glinda's ghost. What a stench. The frog wobbles on its legs, looking thoroughly emptied. He teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp with a thunderous splash. You spot the slippery body of the husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he should fold up quite nicely. Oh, stuff him into your satchel. Oh no. Okay. The circle of power is ready and waiting for its necromantic purpose. Corpse. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from your satchel and slap it down into the middle of the circle. Invisible shackles wrap around the corpse's limbs and pull it, spread eagle, against the ground. Strange mist rises from the obelisks, casting everything in a sickening green light. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk one by one. I'll get on with it. I haven't got all day. You give the rotting head a good kick as it passes by you. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Oh god, zombie husband. Oh no. Oh no. What have we done? Hey, buddy. Well, hello there. Oh god. You caused me a lot of trouble, you know that? The reanimated corpse claws at his throat. Oh, sorry. Wait a moment. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping about on the ground, like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it into the man's gaping mouth. Though he moves his jaw, his lurching voice seems to emanate from someplace beyond. Murderer? Oh no. What? I am not. You were quite dead when I found you. No. Leech murdered me. He clutches at his hollow chest, as if trying to feel his heart beating. Gave me plague. Drained my blood. Oh no. Leech murdered others. He swings a limp arm towards the body-filled bog. I knew there was some awful stink about that sick house. What sort of doctor infects her own patients? Check her office. Find proof. Don't worry, I'll make sure that parasite gets what's coming for her. But you should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. He turns and looks longingly over his shoulder. He can hear his vertebrae popping. Yes, I late. As he shambles into the choking mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Well, you're welcome, dude. Hmm. While the leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the contents of the various cabinets in her office. Mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. This is until you notice a suspicious-looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped down spines glued to a solid plank. Your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. With the click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open to reveal a secret compartment. Your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously catalogues the name, description, and age of its source. It looks like the thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years. On a decanter half filled with ruby red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm, that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. Oh, you mean that one thing that I don't actually have right now because I used it? You sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach. What are you doing? Can't you see that this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here. She hastily shovels you out the room. Now get out. This place is only for the sick. You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind a withered get-well bouquet. You peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter. Ah, that addition of black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Addition of black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of peat moss, palsy, in the next batch. She takes a sip, waiting for just a moment before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down. Lovely. Sharp flavour. Full body too. Suddenly, the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass. What's happening? The leech spasms as the tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. Can I collect her? I can. The leech. A trophy has been earned. Let's read that. Collect the soul of the leech in the swamp. Cool. You inspect the mummified worm, pressing it between your fingers lightly. Drained by the very spirits she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats, the soul of the leech. Nice, 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 nice. Ooh, the leech, quest complete. Ooh. It's nice, I like that. Feeling much better now. The air in here is cleaner somehow. The nutch takes good care of us. I'm feeling a lot better. I think I'm gonna be a few days yet. The air in here is cleaner somehow. Be a few days yet, okay. I wonder what's with that man over here. I'm on the bed. Okay, because he was the one who was just like staring. It said that he was just staring and that there was something different about him or something, but I guess he's fine. Alright. Alright, so in the swamp we have that troll up there to speak to, and we have the hole here to go into. You know what? I'm gonna go in the hole. Oh! Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay, so I have that portal open now. So it's a oh, they're portals. Oh, okay, good. Good, 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 good. Didn't know that was a hole. I mean, a portal. I didn't know that was a portal because I hadn't been in there yet, but now it seems really obvious because there's the... Yeah, nah. Alright, let's go see if we can talk to the troll. A fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busy scratching an itch on his back with a fallen branch. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big galoot. He shifts his mass and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Fine, keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to the fields. And we are going to commit mass murder. Alright. Isn't farming in this game just the best thing you've ever seen? Oh, no. Okay, let's make... Hold on, let's put that there. And then let's make, what am I making? Pots, cups, this, jars. Which I can only make one of, but you know what, that's fine, I'll take that. Eggs, give me eggs. Eggs that I don't need. Goblins. Weakness is still unknown. Oh, I didn't want it. Okay. Alright. I wanted to look at the sign, but I couldn't see the sign. I just fucking ran straight through instead, apparently. Okay, well, I can't go back in there. Okay. Turkey. Do I have your weakness? The digestive tablets. I had some. Can I make some more? I can make some more now. I don't know what's that. What's that gonna do for me? What does this do for me? This. Get it. Ew. I don't know what to do with you now. Oh, you dropped a thing. What's that? Where is it? Over here? Turkey gizzard stone. Oh, can I pick that up, please? I can. I don't know what that is or what that's gonna do for me, but I will happily take it. Can I do anything else? I don't think so. Okay. Pumpkin dudes, snag vines. Okay. I need to find the ox. I'm supposed to be talking to the ox, but I don't remember how to get to him. Don't remember where he is exactly. Oh, the ox is all the way down there. Okay. Oh, and I couldn't be further away, could I? Hey, this is private property. What are you doing trespassing on my land? Why, I just came to admire the glow of your crops, Master Ox. I heard you produce the most bountiful produce in the land. Well, you heard right. I work day in and day out till my hands are raw and my back is broken. But you won't find a finer farm anywhere else. You're sure to take first prize at the Harvest Festival again. You and your family must be so proud. The ox spits on the tilled soil. Ah, those lazy louts never understood the pride and joy of devoting oneself to the land. What good's a family that gripes out hard labour? We'd have never won any of those competitions if it wasn't for my sacrifice. Where is your family then? I can't help but notice you're working all by yourself. If you must know, those damnable bandits out by the South Bridge stormed in the place one night and stole them away. Bandits. You don't seem very concerned about getting them back. I'm better off. For all I know, they could have been already ransomed off for fertilizer. But if you're so worried, why don't you go talk to those bloody brigands yourself? Now get your big nose off my fields, or I'll toss you in the compost heap. Investigate the bandit camp in the fields. The ox claims the bandits kidnapped his family. The brigands themselves should know the truth of the matter. Yeah, but I spoke to them already, and they said that they didn't take them. But I guess I'll go tell them that the ox is sure they did then. Say, do you know how to bake? I've even got Ma's pie recipe right here. Who knows, on a full stomach I might remember something about that missing family. Oh, and I thought I did this already. Okay. I guess maybe it didn't save or something. I need that, and I think I need that, right? Yep. So what do I need? I need milk, and I need grain. Okay. Okay. And then I need grain. Ah. Fee fi fo fum. I want pie, my tummy tum tum. Come on then, have a helping. The bandit plunges his hand into the pie, grabbing a fistful. He barks in delight as wet chunks of pie filling splatter out of his gob. Ah, delicious. Just like how Ma used to make. But something's different. He picks a small black feather from between his yellowed teeth. Is this crow? I figured you could do with a serving of humility. The gargantuan man's lip begins to quiver. Great watery tears well up in his beady eyes. What's the matter, dearie? Are the spices too strong? Nah. It ain't the spices. It's just... He deteriorates into great shuddering sobs that shake the camp. Ma always said I was a bad seed. Said I weren't good for nothing, but eating and thieving. But all I really wanted to do was dance. I was gonna make the greatest dance troupe the world had ever seen. Had a name in mind and everything. Pick and the leaping pockets. But I ain't been doing nothing but taking. Always taking. Oh, Ma was right. I'm a bad apple. Come on now, dry those eyes. You're not all that bad. He snorts a dangling glob of snot back into his nose. You really think so? You gently reassure him with another helping of pie. Of course not. You're going to tell me all about the Ox's family, aren't you? Oh, right. Well, you see, we've been spying on that. Every full moon, he'd go out into his fields all by his lonesome. He'd howl at the sky. What was it he'd say? Oh yeah, he'd yell, Abracacorn-com. Then it always sounded like he got into an argument with someone. But there was never anyone else there, except that creepy old scarecrow of his. You pat the sniffling rogue on his stubbly cheek. That's a good lad. Maybe it's time to think about trading the daggers for dance shoes. He stuffs more handfuls of the crumbling pie between his blubbering lips. Yes, I'll do that. I'll dance. Alright. So now I go talk to the ox. Sending trash pandas in my chat. Investigate the bandit camp in the fields. Oh, I really need to read those quests, huh? I thought we were done with the bandit camp. Did I miss something? I'm confused. But I did that. I've done that. Well, now I'm just confused. Because well, but I've done it. I've done it. What do you mean? But maybe you've got to give him multiple pies. Maybe we could try it. But if he begins to say the same thing again, I am just going to skip through it because there's no point. No. Oh. Oh hey, I can go in here now. No, I can't. Never mind. I don't think this is gonna work, but it's worth a try. There must be something I've missed. Oh, there's a chest there that I haven't opened. Or have I opened it? Oh, is it the... Was it that I was seeing? It was, wasn't it? Oh, okay. I think it's maybe something to do with the doghouse. How it says it's empty right now. 'Cause I find that odd. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, no, it's just the same. It's the same dialogue. So now I don't understand. Is that something secret that I haven't seen? Or like I don't know. Uh, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing there. So, instead, I'm going to... we'll do the snake. The snake seemed interesting. He's a sneaky snake. You know what? He definitely is. Here we go. Alright. If I can't make the thing that I need, I'm gonna be a little bit angry. I can make it, it's fine. Oh, apparently I don't need it, but that's okay. I can use it for other things, so I'd have made it eventually anyway. Alright. The snake would like to meet you. The snake is good to us. That's interesting. Strong man. Villagers. Weary-eyed bard. Oh, the weary-eyed bard. Okay. Metronomic juggler. Dizzy wizard. I like the sound of that. People really like these parlor tricks. An almost hypnotic motion. You know what? They're not wrong. Is it nice? Is it very nice? I don't think so. It seems to be in some kind of trance. Oh. Silk tent. Oh. Hey buddy. Snake. Draped in glittering jewelry, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. I saw you would come here in search of answers. I just came here in search of a bard. That's him outside, right? With the lute? The minstrel? Minstrel? The minstrel. Okay. Yes. He is working off a debt to me. All those folk out there seem a touch addled. What did you do to them? They're all humble folk, looking for something, just as you are. I am here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work. So what are you? Some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite the racket in my forest. A wizard? No, no, no. I am a seer. A scryer of the hidden mists. A foreteller of fortunes and keeper of secrets. Fancy titles you've given yourself. Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible. Ah, a skeptic. Step closer and let the crystal ball reveal its mysteries. The snake's voice drops low and seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight. I am a helper of sorts, an unraveler of knots. I make the forgotten remembered. You feel the scaly touch of slithering coils wind around you, but you are powerless to move, and you have forgotten much. The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colors collapse into themselves and fracture into kaleidoscopic mosaics against the canvas walls. A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realize that it's your own. I have forgotten so much. Let me help you find your answers. The serpent's coils slowly squeeze the consciousness out of you. With a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. Wait, get off me, you worm. You wiggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. Oh. When your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders. I guess that sly serpent has some tricks up his sleeve. I'd better come up with a plan for the next time I go in there. The festival patrons seem confused after your tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. The crowds disperse as they fumble about in a haze. Now's my chance to get a word in with the bard. Maybe I can get him out of this mess. Weary-eyed bard. Strumming his lute, the strapping young man has a far-away look in his eyes. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wonder I may, but near away, from she I call my lover. To my chagrin I stumble in and met the gaze of another. Curious, I stared. I was not prepared, and this was my mistake. A binding gaze, now I live my days in the service of the snake. Cry not for me, for there is she, that might still see me saved. My spirits they lift, as she holds a gift, from before I was enslaved. A mirror, but shattered, its pieces have scattered. If mended, we may be set free. Down the wishing wellspring, the swamp's moonlit ring, and hiding within the pixie's tree. What's all this about a broken mirror? You gave it to that weeping maiden? Speak plainly, you warbling fool. No matter what you do, the poor musician barely seems to realize you're there. He just keeps strumming his lute and humming his mournful tune. Maybe that lovesick miss will know what he's on about. Oh, still my beating heart. Have you any news about my dear sweet love? I found him at the carnival, but he's been mesmerized by the snake. Unless I break the spell, no one in that carnival can leave. The snake? Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that wow, my brain is struggling. Charlatan. Oh wow. I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror. Do you know anything about that? A mirror? Oh yes. It was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her body, her shut up, dude. You got there in the end. I know. I can't read. I know. From inside her bodice, I don't fucking know. She produces a small, cracked hand mirror. But one night, it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards. His song mentioned something about a wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree. Keep that mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you. Well, thank you. I should very much love to see it whole again. So I think I know where they are, actually. I know where the pixie tree is. And I think I know where this ring in the swamp could be. Maybe. Ah, the pixie tree, the pixie tree, the pixie tree. At least I thought I knew where it was. Okay, well I'm at the well, so we'll do that first. Oh, I wonder if the mirror piece in here is in that hole with that little creature thing at the back. I'll go there in a second. Unless it's not in the forest well. Find the shard in the forest well. I wondered if maybe it wasn't inside of it as such. Or like maybe on the outside of it. Can I reveal anything? Maybe. There's gotta be something I can do with this thing. Oh, and then there's also like... There's a way all the way back there to go. Which I don't know how to do either. Uh, let's see, maybe try. Nope. Uh, hmm. And there's this dude here too. I still don't know what to do with him either. I might honestly just Google it because I'm sure I have to do something with these, and I really want to do it. Hmm. Oh, so that place just isn't available yet. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hmm. Let's try this. Or hold on. Hold on a minute. Big brain. Big brain moment. I've got it. I've got it. I mean, Google helped, but me big brain. Okay, what was it that I needed? I need, okay. Okay, we've got it. We've got this. Alright, I need this thing. I need another one of those. Like that one. So now I can make that. And then I can make one of these. Okay. Okay, but I can't just like use that though, because it's an ingredient. It's not something I can just use. So, what if I made a pie with the roast beast in it? Because, oh god, my brain. Unless because I have the ingredient, maybe I can just give it to him. Maybe it'll let me just straight up give it to him. I don't know. Ah, you hike up to him. You hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small damp cave. A pale shape quickly retreats further into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above, while simultaneously cowering from it. I see a hand. Poor dear, what are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? Two thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass, while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice, and you hear a satisfied munching from within. Take the shard of glass. There we go. So, can I make another one? No. Alright, so that's the first piece. Let's see. The swamp or the pixie tree. Where is the pixie tree? Because I thought I knew where it was. It's right there, exactly where I thought it was. One down, two to go. Yep. Hopefully I can get this done somewhat quickly. The pixie tree. This gnarled tree is littered with countless trinkets and bits of trash. glued haphazardly together to form a glittering hive. You reach for a sharp piece of broken glass that could be the mirror shard, but pull your hand away at the last moment. 1,000 beady eyes peer out of the trees and knothole. A familiar cackling voice floats above the others. You again, Kettlehead. What do you want now? I've come for that mirror shard. Hand it over, and I won't have to strangle you again. No way. We need shinies to keep gross fairy folk away. Best fairy repellent there is. What? Since when are fairies afraid of shiny things? Well, I don't see no fairies around, do you? But maybe we can work something out. Them smelly mushroom herders have been encroaching on our turf, see? They've been building those stupid little stone shrines of theirs. And worse yet, they have been hiring mercenaries to guard them. So we can't go anywhere near, but maybe a big stomper like you can take care of the problem for us. And then you'll give me that shard? Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent. Good point. That's a tree. Nope. Where is this last one? There's only one left. Does it show me on the no. Yeah. So where's the last one? What's this? The bear? Oh. Is there even another one? I don't... There it is, it's there. Okay, it's on the other side of the lake. Come here, dog. Come here, come this way. I don't want to have to make a treat just to put you to sleep when I could just run out. Oh, I've got to deal with the dog first? No. I have one of them anyway. Ah, you. You have that. Give me your fur. I kicked over those little rock piles like you asked. Now give me that shard or I'll knock over this nest too. You smash fairy shrines? Good, good. Take it. We don't want your trash. Cool. Alright, now to the swamp. Is it this? Is this the circle? I don't know. Maybe not. Circle. Could it be past the troll? Hmm. Into the dark wood. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Alright, the circle. A circle. Oh. These animated wooden effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. Ah! You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface, reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of the dancing totems are too dense and quick. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to get some other glittering bauble. Ah, okay. So can I craft that? I can. What is that? What is that? It's this? Oh, the sprites, whatever they are. So I need one of those. Craft that. Then make this. So then I can do that. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble. The moonlight globe. You cast the glowing globe into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigies suddenly lose coordination and knock their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied dance begins anew. Take it. Cool. Alright, so now we've got to go back to the weeping woman. I wonder if I can talk to these guys. Love wife. Have you found any of the mirror shards? I wonder where they could be. Yep. You gingerly hand over the broken glass shards to the maiden. She's careful not to cut herself on the razor-sharp edges as she slots them into the mirror frame. The pieces click into place perfectly, and the surface of the mirror ripples like water on a lake. The ripples calm, settling into the form of a pristine crystal mirror. She gazes into the mirror with awe. Look, it's as good as new. The maiden's reflection ripples and morphs into the visage of a handsome young man. My love, is that you? Overcome with joy, a fresh stream of tears rolls down her cheeks. I can't believe my eyes. I don't understand. What happened? Where are you? I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible here. You have to get me out. You went to the snake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid? Listen, my love, I have a confession to make. I'm not actually that good of a musician. What are you talking about? You were so beautiful upon your balcony. A bum like me would never get your attention. So I asked the snake to help me out a little. I thought I could protect myself from the snake's hypnotic gaze with the magic mirror. But then you went and broke the darn thing. I didn't break it, it slipped out of my hand. Wait, don't put this on me. How could you be so irresponsible? One problem at a time, children. We fixed the mirror, so it should be able to break the snake's spell now. Yes, oh, you have no idea how unbearable it is being stuck in here. There's nothing but awful poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme. Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly stand to look at this buffoon any longer. Babe, wait. Take it. Alright, cool. Reflect. Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes. The mind-altering patterns of his gaze are reflected back to him. Slowly but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. His forked tongue flicks against the glass, and then disappears beyond it. It's so beautiful. Like a length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake rushes forward and vanishes into his own reflection. Ooh. The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down carefully, not to look too deep. Hidden in the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny wriggling shape, trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake. Cool. Alright. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Look at that. Back together again. Well, thank you for sticking around, Sir Jeremy. It's greatly appreciated. Alright. No problem at any time. Thank you. Alright, well, see you later, stream.